Hey, my name is Kimiko, and I just graduated from a coding bootcamp about a month ago, and today I'd like to talk to you about 3 important skills that I learned. Okay, the school that I went to is called Code Chrysalis. It is a full-time immersive advanced bootcamp, and it was from Monday through Friday from 9 to 6. And they build you to become a full-time, full-stack engineer. And not only do they teach you how to become a engineer, they also teach you the soft skills. And I'd like to share the 3 things that I thought impacted me a lot. The first thing I learned was pair programming. So on the very first day, they make you do pair programming. And what this is you sit with a person that is another classmate, basically, and you divide up into 2 roles. One, driver, and the other, navigator. And what you do is navigator will tell the driver what to code, and the driver will just code. At first, this seemed like not time efficient, and it also seemed like it was a very slow process because I can't do what I wanted to do immediately. But as I started to do more pair programming, I learned to appreciate pair programming. And some of the benefits I learned was that you get to share knowledge. So like if you're coding on your own, you tend to do it your way. But then if you code with someone else, you see the different approach that other person codes. And that was a very good learning experience for me because I learned a lot through pair programming. And also you do make less mistakes because sometimes, when you're coding, you don't realize what you're doing and you might make mistakes. But if you have 4 eyes, then it's easier to catch mistakes. Okay. The second thing that we did, we talked a lot. So we gave talks, we did presentations, we talked a lot with teams. And I didn't think it was this important, but it's actually very important that you have good communication skills. The importance of good communication is that you have to let everyone know what you're doing because everyone needs to be on the same page. If you don't have the good communication skills, you might end up doing something that you didn't intend to or the other person didn't expect. And you might end up delivering something that you shouldn't. And then it's going to cause the entire team a redo. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you communicate every day. And it definitely helped the process. This was a very big learning experience for me is Conjure. And what this is that basically you need to just do it. You can't learn everything. And I used to be the type of person that if I learned something new, I had to understand everything from 0 to 100. And this is not exactly efficient. Okay, sometimes you just need to do it, and if it fails, you just need to find a way to make it work, even if you don't understand 100% of what you're doing. The outcome of conjuring is that you have faster delivery. We had to do an activity where you had to make the tallest tower using just pasta, strings, tape, and marshmallows. And one of the teams planned it out for 10 minutes, and then they ended up not delivering anything. One of the other teams, however, they just talked about it a little bit, but then they started working on it immediately. They didn't know what the best plan was, but they just started working, and it ended up being that they were able to deliver. What's important in the technical industry, I think, is that you're able to deliver. Right? Even if you study something 100%, if you can't deliver, then it's the same thing as not delivering, right? So I think conjuring is something that I was very bad at, but then I started to learn how to conjure. Also, it's a faster learning process. So learning something by just reading you tend to forget what you read anyway. So just go ahead and do it, and that way you can actually deliver something. So conclusion is that not only are technical skills important, but also soft skills are very important to become a good software engineer. And this is all thanks to Code Chrysalis. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
So,
Yes.
do you recommend beginners to join a coding bootcamp?
This wasn't for beginners. This was for advanced level coding bootcamp. So for Code Chrysalis, you need to have like a basic fundamental to join the immersive course. So you should have the fundamentals first before joining. But yeah, if you have that skill, I'll definitely recommend it, because that 3 months that I spent at Code Chrysalis, it was better than like 1 year of self-study. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, one more?
I do. So what was the biggest differences before you take that course and after you just graduated?
I would say a lot, but before joining Code Chrysalis, I think I just understood the surface of everything. And I wouldn't even say I understood everything. I knew how to write code, but like I didn't really understand what callbacks were. I didn't understand what the difference between full front end and the back end was. Like I just coded, without like the understanding of how it works. But then after graduating from Code Chrysalis, like I understand, what a full stack engineering is and how software development process is like, and the importance of technical skills and soft skills. Like I understand all that and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Kimiko.